I was born in Sylvester, Georgia, which is the peanut capital of the world. But it's a tiny little town in South Georgia. There's one stoplight kind of town, so my wife and daughter and I drove through there a few Thanksgivings ago, and my wife just said, "How did you come out of here?" It's one of those towns.
I was born in Visalia, California, but I really grew up in South Lake Tahoe, California, so I feel like that's home and that's where I'm from.
My parents from down south. Father is he's actually from Chattanooga, not too far from here. And he moved up north and I was raised up there.
I'm from LaGrange, Georgia. LaGrange is a small rural city. It's growing at this point, but when I was growing up, it was almost one of those type of situations where everybody pretty much knows everybody. You could leave your door unlocked. It's pretty wholesome.
I'm from New York.
And I'm also from New York.
I am from Detroit, Michigan. That's where I was born, but then we moved to Chicago when I was 12. So Detroit, Chicago, half and half.
I am Anita Stokes-Hicks, and I am originally from Orlando, Florida, though I've lived in many places as a young adult. I live in Atlanta, Georgia now.
And I'm Reginald Hicks, originally from Savannah, Georgia, and grew up there and went to school in Athens at the University of Georgia, go Dogs, and then have been in Atlanta for many, many years.
I was born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I grew up mostly in New York and New England. I now live in Atlanta, Georgia. I live with my wife, Barbara. We just celebrated our 31st anniversary. My son, Joey, my daughter, Georgia, and my older daughter, Lois.
I currently live with my wife, Maggie, and my daughter, Molly. And our dog, Casey, and our two cats, Popcorn and Marcia.
I live in Mapleton, Georgia, and I live with my wife, Sandra, our 4 small children, and my mother-in-law, Adele.
Right now, I'm still in LaGrange. I'm back and forth from Atlanta to LaGrange and whatnot. But pretty much, I live on my own. Me and my 2 kids, which is, I got a 9-year-old and an 11-year-old, 2 boys.
So in the house, there's 2 of us. We have our sons, Avian, who's 14, and Noah, who's 9. And we also have our miniature schnauzer, Finn, who's 5.5. Well, right now, I live in Georgia with my wife and our 4 beautiful munchkin heads, and my mom.
I had been married before.
And so had I. So I've been married before too.
No kids from the previous marriage.
My profession is I am a screenwriter, producer, and author. And I am also the owner and producer and social media runner, etc., for the podcast Atlanta Film Chat, which is a podcast about the Atlanta film scene.
I am my first assistant director in the film industry, but moving into directing.
At this point in time, I work for Kia Motors, pretty much building Optimas and Sorrentos. So you see an Optima riding around, I put my hands on it at some point.
I'm currently principal talent at a software company.
And I have we both own a small business, Underdog Handyman business, and we do home repairs and things of that nature.
I'm a filmmaker, content creator. You name it, I'll do it. Legally, of course.
I am a licensed social worker, and
I work in television and radio. I do public broadcasting as well. Everything from production to fundraising. And I've been in public broadcasting for about over 30 years.
I am a playwright, so sometimes I'll think if I'm doing something, okay, is this something that they're going to write a play about someday? So I try to think, okay, well, what's my side of the story?